What's good, Master Trader in the making? My name is Delonte Brady with BPGR Investment Strategist, and for today's tutorial, we're going to be going over how to navigate Tradingview. Now, the first thing you want to do is go to tradingview.com, and you should come to a screen that looks exactly like this. Now, it is free to create an account with Tradingview, and you're actually going to have everything that you need as someone starting out with trading to do what it is that you need to do with a basic free account. Now, they do have options where you can upgrade, but you're not going to need that until later on in your journey. Now, for the sake of simplicity, for this how-to tutorial, I'm going to be going over the bare bottom basics of how to navigate Tradingview, but you're going to have everything that you need to navigate it and do what it is that you need to do marking up charts. All right, so like I said, for simplicity, on this screen, you got a lot of flashing numbers, things going on, a lot going on. It can be confusing. The only thing that you need to focus on is the word chart. All right, so this right here, we're going to double click this, and it's going to bring up your chart layout, all right, or a chart layout. The first thing that you want to do is clean this up, all right, because there's a lot going on the screen. You got some horizontal lines, some vertical lines, and then some candles at the bottom. To get rid of these candles at the bottom, you just come over here to volume, or VOL, and you can either exit out, just remove it completely, or you can hide it. All right, I'm just going to get it out of here completely. And to change the way or the setup, of the chart, to get rid of these gray lines that we see, we're going to go to settings, and we're going to go to appearance. And for vertical grid lines, we're just going to make it the same color as the background, which is white. And for the horizontal grid lines, we're going to make it the same color as the background, which is white. Hit OK. Now we have a clean white chart. All right. Remember, simplicity is the name of the game when you're first starting out trading. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to know what you're trading, or what you're marking up, right? So up here in the left, this is where you're going to find the quotes, for foreign exchange. If you're dealing with stocks, it's going to be called the ticker, but you click on this, and this is how you change what pair it is that you're marking up. So say I wanted to mark up Bitcoin versus the US dollar. I would type in BTC USD. And as you can see over here, there's different exchanges. All right, you can go with either one, doesn't matter. Now, sometimes the prices do change, but that's going to be completely dependent on your preference as far as which exchange you want to mark up charts on. For now, I'm just going to click Bitstamp just to give you an example. Bitcoin's made a nice drop, right, to 13,000. If you haven't invested in cryptocurrency yet, definitely get educated on that subject. We have more info on that in our academy, our cryptocurrency academy. But we'll go back to Euro USD, my favorite foreign exchange pair. And the first thing I want to show you guys is how to actually drag the screen. Okay, so you can scroll from left to right just by left clicking and scrolling from left to right. All right, over here, this is the price scale. This is going to change how tall or short the candles are, right? And this is very important. A lot of people, when they start out trading, they're looking at their charts like this. There's no way you can mark up a chart that way and see what's actually going on. So you want to be able to, move this up and down. And then down here, we have the time scale, right? This is going to bunch everything up so you can see more information, right? But if you want to see more details in the candles, just stretch it out this way, right? And we can move our screen around by dragging, go across, up, down, right? And for some reason on Tradingview, you have to adjust the price scale before you can actually move it around like this. All right, next, we're going to get into how to change the time frame, all right? Because this is something that you're going to need to know how to do. So how to change the time frame of whatever pair it is that you're looking at. You just want to come up here right next to the ticker tab, or the quotes tab, and you can actually change the time frame from here. All right, so if we move to an hour, right? Each candle represents an hour of information. 4 hours, each candle represents 4 hours of information. That's how you change the time frame. All right, now let's get into actually placing things on the chart. All right, because this is a big part of your journey, of your learning process, is actually marking up charts and then sending it to your mentor so that they can overview it and make sure that you're viewing the market in the correct way. Okay, so first thing we're going to go over is the trend lines tab. All right, and again, for simplicity, everything that I have starred is everything that you're going to use. All right, you're going to see a lot of different tools going through this, but you only need to focus on a few tools. There will only be a few tools that you'll use. Okay, so in the trend line tools, I have everything that you would use starred. All right, so the trend line, the horizontal line, the horizontal ray, and the vertical line. Now the trend line is used for exactly what it says, right? Identifying trends. Okay. Now, how to identify trends. This is something that you're going to learn in the academy, but this is the tool that you want to use, right? Once you learn how to identify trends, to mark that up. Now, you can also change the characteristics of this trend line. When you click it, this tab comes up and you can place that anywhere on your screen. Right, but if I want to change the color of it, right, I can do that. I can change the width. I could change the texture of it. Right, we can clone it. Right, different things that you can do. Just mess around with that and you'll find out things you can do with the trend line tool. A quick trick I want to show you guys, because we do focus on the sniper strategy and we identify equal highs a lot. And when you do this, you want to be able to draw a straight line. A lot of people have problems, drawing straight lines with the trend line. An easy trick for you guys: if you grab this and you hold down the shift key, it'll straighten it out. So now, no matter where the cursor goes, I can pull this across and make a straight line. All right. Next in the trend line tools, we have the horizontal line. Now this is used more so for support and resistance. So when identifying support and resistance, ceilings and floors, this is where you want to be using the horizontal line. Right, and it's fairly simple. You just click, right? Once you click, you see it's highlighted in blue over here. And once I left click again, it's going to actually drop that tool, right? And if I want to drop another one, left click, come to the screen, left click again, and I'll drop that tool. Next, we have the horizontal ray, and this is more so for finding out or mapping out where your entry would be, where your stop loss would be, right? So maybe this is the stop loss that I have set. I'm getting in for a buy. So I want to change the color of what the buy area would be so that I know the difference, right? And then maybe I want my take profit up here above this high. I'll change that to green, right? And boom, we have a setup. And now you can come to your trading view and you can see your setup, exactly what's going on with price, how close it is to your stop loss, how close it is to your take profit. Right, and then lastly, we have the vertical line, and this is to delineate time. All right, so this is how you know what time it is. Maybe you want to separate Monday from Tuesday. Maybe you want to separate the London session from the New York session. This is how you would do it. And same things apply. You can change, the texture, the width, the color. All right, moving on. Next, we have the Gann and Fibonacci Tools tab. Now, there's only one thing that you're going to use in this tab, and that is the Fib retracement tool. Right now, like I said, for simplicity purposes, I'm just going to show you how to actually drop it on the screen and move it around. Okay, so we click the Fib, right? Left click on the screen, and this is how you move it up and down. Now, as far as how to use this tool and how to apply it to find entries, take profits, and stop losses, make sure you check out the Fibonacci training in the BPGR recorded sessions in our academy. Right, next we have geometric shapes. Right, and the only geometric shape that you're going to use is the rectangle. And I'm going to drop down to a lower time frame. Right, when using the rectangle, when you're being taught the break and retest strategy, right, a lot of times you'll be asked to identify areas of consolidation, and what you want to use to do that is the rectangle tool. Right, I can send this to the back, and we have our area of consolidation marked up. We can change the opacity of it, right, whatever is pleasing to your eye, right? But this is how you use the geometric shapes. And like I said, the only geometric shape that you're going to be using at the moment is the rectangle. All right, next we have the Annotation Tools tab, right? And this is for type in what it is that you see to let your instructor or whoever it is that is mentoring you on your journey to becoming a master trader, to let them know what it is that you see, and to be able to, express that through text on the screen, right? So it's very simple. If I identify consolidation, right, we'll type consolidation. Oh, got a typo there. And it's that simple. You could change, how small or how large you would like the text. You can change the color of it if you like, right? Same principles as all of the other tools that you would drop on the screen. All right, prediction and measurement tools. All right, you see here we have the patterns tools. We're not using anything out of this tab, but the prediction and measurement tools tab, right? The only thing that you're going to be using out of here for now is the price range, right? And this is how you measure pips, right? Which is very important, because when placing entries, stop losses, take profits, is very important when determining your risk to reward ratio, how many pips you're risking, how many pips you're going for. But this is the measurement tool, and like all other tools, first you left click it, and you left click again on the screen. That's going to drop the tool, and then you move it up and down, right? And then the number to the right over there is showing me how many pips, right, from where I clicked on the screen to where I've currently dragged it, right? So we drag it up, that's about 20 pips right there. And that is how we use the measurement tool. Right now, adding indicators. At some point you'll be asked to add some indicators to your chart. And it's very simple. This is the indicators tab up here. If you click on this, it's going to bring up the indicator search bar, and whatever indicator you're being asked to add to your chart, this is where you would type that in and where you would find it. All right. Click it, you'll see it pops up on the screen, and any indicator that you add to the screen is going to be found over here to the top left. And just like everything else, you can change the characteristics of it, right? The thickness, maybe you need to see it a little more. And to get it off your screen, right, we're either going to hit the I or exit out. But that wraps it up for the basic tutorial on navigating Tradingview. After this, like, if you missed anything, make sure you go back and take notes like we always say. But you should be equipped with everything that you need to mark up charts. This has been Delonte Brady with BPGR Investment Strategist. Hope you got value from this tutorial, and we'll catch you later. Although trading and investing provides limitless opportunities to generate income, it does involve risk. Past results do not guarantee future profits, and remember that you should never risk any amount of capital that you aren't willing to lose. This has been Delonte Brady with BPGR Investment Strategist. And remember, successful trading isn't about mastering the markets, but has everything to do with mastering yourself. For free tips and tutorials on how to get started trading, subscribe to our YouTube page, Bold People Get Rich. And for access to more in-depth and advanced training, be sure to visit www.bpgrinc.com.